My oldest child's name is Anderson. When he was born, he was this tiny baby. He weighed 5 pounds 6 ounces. I could literally palm him like this, like a football, from here to here. Here was his butt, here was his head. Even though he was tiny, he was a typical boy. He loved to do boy things. He loved to roughhouse. He loved to play all kinds of fun games. And when he was about 2, his Uncle Brian bought him a Wii, a Nintendo Wii. And he loved playing that game. And he so wished to have a sibling to play with. And when he was 3, he found out he was getting a sibling. And then later, he found out he was getting a brother. And he was so excited to have a brother play with him and roughhouse with him. What he didn't understand is when a child is born, they really can't do anything. They just cry, poop and pee, and eat. So his brother came, and his brother was born. And he came to visit him at the hospital. And he was so excited, and he looked down at him, and he goes, "Luke," Luke's his name. He said, "Luke, I have something for you." And he had a Hot Wheels. And he said, "Here, this will help you. You can play with this when you're bored." And he put it in his little bassinet, hospital bassinet. And we realized that he wanted to play with his brother immediately. So 2 days later, we bring Luke home from the hospital. And Anderson's there. And he's so excited. And we brought Luke home, and then we were about to take him and show him to family members that hadn't seen him. And I was sitting on the couch, and Lori went in the bedroom to get stuff. So it was me with Luke and Anderson. And Anderson says, "Luke, you want to play the Wii? I got all kinds of fun stuff to show you on the Wii." And I go, "Well, Anderson, Luke won't be able to play for a little bit. It might be even a couple of years." And he looks so disappointed. And then suddenly, Luke starts crying. Typical young baby cry. Again, it's just me, Luke, and Anderson, while Lori's getting stuff in the room. He's crying. And then Anderson looks at him, and he goes, and he starts crying out loud. So I've got Luke and Anderson and Luke and Anderson. So I grab Luke, and I'm trying to comfort him, and he's going, and Anderson, and I'm like, holy cow. So I go, as any husband or dad would do, "Honey, I need you in here." And Lori comes in, "What's wrong? She thinks it's an emergency." And I go, I don't know why, but Luke started crying, and Anderson started crying too. And I didn't want what to do, so I was trying to comfort Luke, but Anderson's crying. So Lori goes, "What's wrong, Anderson?" He goes, "He's scaring me." So Lori helped out. We got them both comforted, and we went off and showed everyone Luke. And then Anderson, about 2 years later, he got to play with Luke. And they've been playing Wii together ever since.